Hey guys, William Murfitt here. Only joking.
Love it. It's that green mini. BTEC, yo.
So in today's video we're going to see how I've got the mini looking like this. Don't forget, that guy down there, that's William Murfitt, so don't forget to subscribe to his channel. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So yeah, let's see what we've done so far guys, and then we'll go through how we've done everything, and yeah, you'll get the gist. So the first thing I had to do was get rid of all the interior of the Mini and get rid of the dashboard. It was a lot of hard work because there's so many wires in there. I was like, what am I doing? So this next picture is going to see exactly how bad it was. You can just see from left to right, it's just a massive nest of wires, and I didn't like that whatsoever. So yeah, it's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous how many wires are in there. So this next bit of footage is just me walking around doing a little bit of stuff to the Mini. At this moment I'm trying to find a Stanley knife blade so I can get the connections off my spot lamps. The spot lamps need to come off in order for me to take the grill off, so before I can take the spot lamps off I obviously need to get rid of all the electrical connections that hold it in place, and then I need to take the bumper off and then unbolt the spot lamp bracket to take that off. I then put it inside of the car to keep them nice and safe, and then I'll remove the grill. I do all of this just so I can get access to the starter motor, because that needs to come off so I can clear the body of the Mini when we drop the subframe and engine out in one. So far in this build we've stripped down everything we can off the top of the engine, so the inlet manifold's gone, the exhaust is gone, the carburetor's gone, we've taken the distributor off, and we've also removed the radiator. We've also disconnected the brake servo, so it gives us a little bit more lock and room so we can wiggle the engine around if we need to later on. Will is currently undoing some bracketry underneath the car to allow us to remove the subframe, and as you can see I'm just trying to fiddle these connections apart. We also need to remember to remove the ball joints from the steering rack, because the steering rack is not attached to the subframe on the Mini, it's attached to the body of the car. So when we drop down the subframe we don't want to rip that bulkhead apart or figure out, why is this not coming off? So that's another thing we need to do. We've also got to make sure with the utmost paramount detail that we remove the gear selector lever or the whole assembly in one go. It's just going to make it a lot easier. The engine's not going to rip the body apart, and it's just making sure that the whole thing is completely detached prior to taking those two top mount bolts off of the subframe. Well, that took me a lot longer than I thought it would. Some of the connections are really easy to get apart and some of them just not budging. It's just a case of me now trying to file through those connections so I can then tie them all up and label them to spot lamp, because when I get this loom apart I want to be able to identify exactly what's what and who's who. I did lose a lot of my footage because I forgot about my batteries on my little action camera. So most of these next footage coming up is going to be photographs, and then my little friend Daisy is going to pop up too. But have no fear, because William Murfitt's here. He managed to get a lot of this recording as well, so it's going to balance out. So go check out his channel, because he will have another video about my Mini and the whole process we went through in order to get my subframe out. Hey guys, I've made a new friend. I'm calling her Daisy. Alright, Daisy? You crazy little spider. Ah, you've only got... You're missing a leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, you're not a spider, are you? You're a 7-legged insect. Ah, you gotta love Daisy, she's a little cutie. Still there now, you know. So at the moment you can see I'm trying to sling up the Mini. We've got a little chain block and I've drilled some holes in the roof where I can put a piece of round bar with a chain block onto it. And then that's how we're going to lift the Mini up and over. We have dropped the subframe with the engine still attached on it using a gearbox jack, and it worked quite well. We did also forget about the gear selector lever, thinking why can't we get this apart, and then we realised exactly why we couldn't get it apart, because the gear selector lever was still in place. So once we got that out, we managed to remember to press record to get the Mini up in the sky. So what we've done to the Mini so far, guys, the seats are out of the Mini, the engine is out of the Mini, William Murfitt is out of the Mini. So guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, please do not forget to press the subscribe button and hit the little bell icon. It'll help me out a lot. Also, please don't forget to click on William Murfitt's channel and subscribe to his if you haven't done so already. He's done a massive help for me today, and one day I'll get him back for it. So yeah, it's been brilliant. Next week's episode, I'm going to be cutting the inner wings out of the Mini, and I'll be showing you exactly how I do it, from the marking out to the actual cutting and then the finishing off of it. Next, after that, we'll be waiting for parts basically. I've just got to be patient with everything else. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.